Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Shilpa, and I'm speaking from the capital. I'm speaking from the central part of Delhi, which is known the capital of India. And I am, and I have completed my I have completed my post graduation from IGNOU University, and I love reading books. When I start reading, I can spend hours and hours to read any books. Apart from this, we are six members of the family, and I am the one of I am the one of four siblings. And apart from this, I am running my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Grow with Shilpa, and I work as an accountant at logistic company these days. So that's all about myself. Thank you so much, sir. Please
Great.
introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Ikram Ali, and by profession, I'm a teacher. I'm associated with teaching. I'm a government employee. I teach chemistry in government school, in high school. And now I have also started a new kind of hobby. It is a YouTube channel. So I always converse with someone and then I upload and edit that video on my YouTube channel. So that's all about me.
Okay. Okay, sir. Very nice. Like to know about you. And since when are you recording this session?
It has been more than 1 month. I have uploaded 25 videos on my YouTube channel so far. So it is a very
Okay.
new channel, and my YouTube channel is at a nascent stage. It is growing, but it's growing with a sluggish pace.
Okay, very nice. So, are you comfortable now? These days, you are feeling comfortable to, you don't feel hesitation while speaking in English. I think you are very comfortable. You seems to be very comfortable right now because of, as you told me that you have taken, you have been already taken 25, I think 25 sessions maybe. Okay,
So
very nice.
before taking sessions, I was already that much confident and a little bit comfortable in English language because I have spent more than 6 or 7 months while speaking English language. So what I was doing, I was using some applications and I was speaking with them on any different topic through applications on audio call. But my first 3 or 4 videos that I started conversing in English language for my YouTube channel. So these were some difficulties, just 4 to 5, because I was just good at audio call, but the videos call were very first for me. So I was that much hesitant. But after uploading 4 to 5 videos, and now I have uploaded 25 videos so far on my YouTube channel. So I think I'm that much confident, or I am a bit confident nowadays.
Very nice. Glad to know about you that you are feeling confident and you are not feeling hesitation while speaking. Very
Mhm.
nice.
And it is all because of the practice, madam. If I talk that I started in September 2023 my English speaking journey. So we are now in April 2024. So in total it has been 8 months. It is just the matter of 8 months. I'm speaking with you, not a very quite confident manner, but yeah, I'm getting across my ideas to you.
Okay. As you told me that you have been speaking English for the 8 months, right? So I want to ask one question. That's how did you learn tenses? Because many people many people are get stuck to learn tenses, and you know that the tenses are play very vital role to speaking in English.
Mhm. Actually, madam, I don't differ. I totally differ with you on that point that for any language, the tenses are playing any vital role. I don't think so. And I override your idea and I don't agree with you. The thing is that, madam, How did we learn Urdu? How did we learn Hindi? We don't know about the tenses, which tense we are using, what tense we are using in Urdu, and what tense we are using in Hindi. So in the same way, I have not heed towards the grammar stuff because I understood that if I can learn Urdu, and if I have learned Urdu, because Urdu is my national language in Pakistan, so I have learned it without giving that much importance to the tenses or the grammar stuff. So in the same way, I have learned this English language as well. But for English language, I was searching some vocabulary because without vocabulary, you cannot structure or you cannot frame the sentence. So the vocabulary was that much difficult for me. But after spending a lot of time, and I started spending 2 to 3 hours in a day in English speaking. So with the passage of time, it becomes your habit, and the things start falling in place. So I totally override your idea that whenever someone wants to learn any language, he must know somehow the tenses. I don't think so.
I know that I don't also think so, but when it comes to speaking in English, we started pondering about our native language because native language is Hindi. So I started Hindi, then I convert to English. So sometimes it happens. We start pondering inside our mind in our native language, and then we translate. So it is how it can be how one it can be get rid of this problem.
It's all because of the practice, madam. Because without practice, without giving so much time in English, you can't be fluent in English language. But if you start giving that much importance to English speaking, and you say that, actually, I have made up my mind that in September 2023, I have said to myself that by all means, come what may, I have to speak in English language. So I have started giving that much importance. I have started giving a lot of my time. I was spending 4 to 5 hours in a day while speaking in English language. So yeah, it becomes your habit. It comes in your habits. When something comes in your habits, it's not that difficult. But at the initial stage, it was very difficult to introduce myself in front of someone with whom I was conversing, with whom I was interacting. So I was not that much confident while introducing myself that my name is this and my name is so and so, and I'm from that city. What do I do? It was very difficult for me to speak even a single word from my mouth. But it is the matter of 8 months with the practice, and now I'm quite confident in English speaking. On any topic I can speak and I can converse with anybody.
Very nice, very nice. But in my case, I felt so many times. I can understand easy. I know the tenses. I can understand English, but while speaking English, I get stuck sometime. I don't remind the word while speaking. Sometimes I feel so. I think what I am feeling, this thing can also feel the other person. So this is why I'm asking that is it important to keep it in mind while speaking in English? Keep it in my mind that tenses is very important because irrespective of anything, we can't deny the tenses because if I am eating food right now, it is a present continuous tense. I can't deny that it is a situational English as well. But without without sentences, we also can't frame the sentences.
I totally agree with you, madam. And I totally say that without tenses, we can't structure our sentence. I know that. But how did we started framing these sentences in Hindi and Urdu? Do we have that knowledge that where we are using continuous, where we are using participle, and is it a noun or is it a verb or is it an adjective? Do we know that?
Yes, because native speaking, actually, our native speaker is as like your Urdu. My native language is Hindi. So I have heard so many times about Hindi. So by listening, by knowing the things, by asking our parents, we have learned this language.
Actually, madam, I am that kind of teacher. I say that if anybody wants to learn any language, any new language, whether it is Japanese, German, French, English, or any language, he or she must do two things. One is listening, and the other is speaking. And that same role applies to our own native language, because we started learning Urdu, or you have started learning or speaking in Hindi. It is all because of the listening. First you listened in Hindi and then tried to mimic, tried to imitate these words, and then you became fluent in Hindi. And in the same way, I also became fluent in Urdu. First of all, I tried to listen, because each and everything that I was listening, it was in Urdu. So first I tried to listen each and everything in Urdu, and then I tried to mimic these words, or imitate these words into my everyday life. And then I became fluent in Urdu, and you became fluent in Hindi. So same way, this applies to any language. If you want to learn French, there is no need to learn grammar. There is no need to learn the vocabulary. First, you have to get immerse yourself, or first you have to immerse yourself in the French environment, and with the passage of time you will be learning French, and you will not notice that how am I improving, what I'm learning, is my vocabulary fine or not. With no time, with the passage of time, you will be fluent in French.
Mm, very nice. Okay, sir, I want to ask one more thing that what do you do to expand your vocabulary? What is the best technique to keep remember in the in your mind while speaking English? Because sometimes we forgot the words while speaking. As you know that many people ask, and ma'am, how we can expand our vocabulary, and the most important thing, how we can reinforce the same word in our mind, so that we
Mhm.
can speak while we can use the word while speaking.
Actually, that is a good strategy. That is a good question that you have just raised. The how can we build up our vocabulary? Because without vocabulary, we cannot speak any language, right? So actually, I have that mantra, and it's helping me. It is helping me out, and if it is helping me out, it will also help you. So what I do in the morning, I always take a piece of paper. I always keep a slip of paper with me, and I jot down some 2 to 3 words in English language, that I'm not familiar with, right? So suppose I have written 2 to 3 words in on the piece of paper, and then I keep that piece of paper in my pocket. So every time when I'm free, when I get a chance to become a free, then I just see that piece of paper, a slip of paper, and then I try to remember these 3 words, because remembering 3 words is not a uphill task for me, because I can remember, because there are 24 hours in a day. So if you have taken the piece of paper 5 times in your life, or 5 times in your day, then you will be fluent, or you will be familiar with these words that you have just written, jot down on the piece of paper. So that's what I do. So every single day I pick 3 new words, and after 24 hours I just cross these words and then I take a new piece of paper and I jot down three new words. So it goes on and on. Because if you say that the three words are not uphill task for you, you just write ten words in a day. So it will be difficult for you. You will not be using these 10 words in a day, and it will be hard for you, and you will say that I'm fed up with these words. But remembering three words is not a uphill task. So I always practice.
Very nice. If I'm talking about myself, I used to do the practice the same way that I picked up only two words and I tried to create the story using the word. And
Mhm.
in initially that word that word used to very tough. It was not a cup of tea for me, but while speaking, while practicing, it became a cup of tea for me, and it was quite easy busy to speak in English, and we can, and I also can easily use the word in whenever the situation come, I start speaking the same word, the same manner I have learned it. So is this the right way to learn
Yeah,
any new word?
it's totally right way. It's totally correct. And here one phrase goes in English that use it or lose it. So if I'm remembering these words and I'm not using these words, so one day these words will fade away because these words will not come automatically from my mouth if I will not using it. So first I remember these words and then I try to inculcate, I try to frame new sentences in which I can use these words. I intentionally use try to add these words into my everyday English vocabulary, into everyday sentence as I can, as these words can become the habit, right? When these big words become habit, then it's not difficult for you. These words will come out from your mouth automatically or effortlessly. But before it becomes the habit, before these words come into your habit, it needs some strength, or you have to apply, you have to forcefully use these words in your everyday life.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. So
Mhm.
these type of questions, we think that it is important to know about the how we can get rid of this problem, because these are the most common problems people especially stuck in these problems, that how we get learn new words, how we can remember, how we can inculcate in our mind, how we can uh, how we can reuse the words, the same word. So this is the problem, I think, very common problem this is.
And one thing I have noticed about English language, that English language or learning English language is the easiest language in the world. So as you said that I have started my English speaking 8 months ago. So in 8 months I have learned this language, right?
Okay.
And I'm not boasting myself, and actually I'm very down to earth person. I'm not boasting, but if I can do that, every person can do it because I'm also made up with that same stuff. I'm not an alien, and I was not born in another way. I also born the same way as someone else has born. So it is all because of the dedication. If someone starts giving or devoting that much time in any language, he or she can learn English or any language in a very smooth manner. But I have a complaint with the people that what do they do? They bisect the language. They say that in this month, I will be giving my 100% to the grammar, and the next month I will be giving my 100% to vocabulary, and the third month I will be started speaking, and the fourth month I will be started listening. So I think this is a bad strategy. This
Hmm.
is not the right way to learn any language, because how did we learn our native language? The same goes with the foreign language. In nowadays, the Indian students or the Indian kids who are 4 years old or the 6 years old, they are learning the English language. They are good at English language. It is all because of the practice, right? They have started speaking from the 3 years old, or when they became 2 years old. So in just 2 to 3 years, they became fluent in English language. So, but it is very hard for the British or the American. If any American come in India, and if we say that you have to learn this language, Hindi language in 4 years, it is very difficult to them. But English has become a very accustomed in our life, because every second word that we are using in our native language, that is English, right?
Right. So English
So
is a spoken in the world.
yeah, and from my perspective, I believe that English is the easiest language on this planet of the earth.
Yeah, I also think the same way because
Mm.
English, I think we can't know at least we can't understand easily any other language like Hindi, French, Tamil, any other language. But English, we can many people can easily understand, at least easily understand. If they can easily understand, so they can also try to speak. When they are able to understand, they can also try to speak English easily, and they will be able to speak very easy way.
You are right. You are absolutely right. If someone cannot speak in English, at least he can understand.
Yes, and this is
And
the good thing actually. At least
mm,
we can understand English because if I am going to learn any other language like French, I don't know how to pronounce A, B, C. I don't know. So
mhm.
that would be, I think, very tough situation to learn any other language. But in English, we can easily understand, we can easily write, we can easily uh, speak, read. But why, when it comes to speaking, we have to put effort, some effort to learn to speak the language, to be fluent.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And in this way, as ma'am, you have asked so many questions, so I have only one single question to ask from you. That as I have improved my English in 8 months, and I'm a little bit fluent in English language after practicing hours and hours in a day, and now it is the result that I'm speaking with you. Not a very quite confident manner, but a little bit quite confident manner. So, in
You
how many
are
months
speaking
you
very
have?
flawlessly, sir. You are speaking very flawlessly. Don't worry. Don't feel hesitated. You are not feeling. You are not speaking flawless. You are speaking amazing.
Yes, ma'am. And this is my only question, and it is also good for the viewers that in how many months you became fluent in English language, and what was your strategy?
Actually, if I practice every single day, because of my office work, I don't get very much time to speak with anyone or to make any video these days. But if I practice every single day, it will take only on 6 to 7 months to be fluent with the constantly. But we have to be disciplined every single day. We have to make our time to learn English language. Otherwise, we can, if we are not speaking or learning this language not deliberately, so it will take years and years. But if I'm talking about every day, every single day, if you are practicing, so it will only take 6 to 7 months to be fluent. So that is, I have done that. When I was learning this language, it would, I took 1 year to learn this language because I have been speaking English for 1 year, but I have been learning this language from scratching 2 years. So, but I, because of my office work, I don't get so much time. So that is why I'm not very much fluent, but I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to be fluent. I make my time as much as I can.
Okay, great. And as you said that discipline, the commitment, the perseverance, and the consistency is the key towards the success. If
Yes.
any person is a discipline and who has a commitment element and the perseverance and the consistency, he can get whatever he wants in his life. So, on this strong note, I think we have to wrap up our session.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So it was quite amazing conversation. I have learned so many things, how to make a structure, how to learn new words, many things I have learned from you, and I'm glad to have this conversation with you. And
Mhm.
thank you so much for giving me your precious time, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm also glad and I'm also privileged to have you on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.